Raider Nation, subscribe for the latest news, rumors, and Raiders coverage on YouTube. Seriously, for the next 365 days, the Las Vegas Raiders Report is going to be free. However, it can only continue to stay for free in the future if you subscribe. What does that mean? This is my full-time job, and I don't ask y'all to pay anything for a subscription. All I ask is that you interact with me. Hit the like button once in a while. Subscribe, but if you always find yourself looking for the latest Raiders news and rumors and live shows, we're the channel for you. So go ahead, hit that big red button, and subscribe. So news and rumors on today's show. You ready, Raider Nation? I sure hope so. Should the Raiders extend Derek Carr? If you're like, yes, Mitch, they absolutely should. He's our quarterback for the future. I want you to type E for extend or don't. So type D for don't, type E for extend. I am always on this show giving y'all my honest opinion, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I saw an article from Just Blog Baby titled 4 Reasons Why the Raiders Should Extend Derek Carr, and I'm actually going to say zero Chucky heads, tuck rule, tuck that. The biggest reason why you don't extend Carr now, you don't need to. Why would you do anything that you don't need to do? He still has 2 years left on his contract, and a contract that is very, very favorable. Plus, I understand that he's been having an MVP-type season, and it's been a great one. However, if you're not 100% sold on Derek Carr right now, there's no reason to go out and extend his contract. Now, I saw a lot of the reasons that they brought up, and like I said, they brought up 4. This is from Just Blog, baby. Their first reason was, who can you get that's better? Maybe that's a fair argument. I'm not arguing it against it. For me, Derek Carr is a top 10 quarterback, and I like Derek Carr a lot. It's literally just simply, why would you extend him if you don't have to? The Minnesota Vikings did it with Kirk Cousins, and, well, that one really hasn't worked out well. Here's the other reason. He has mastered Gruden's system. Honestly, I have agreed with both of these 2 points thus far. No comparisons whatsoever. The next one. The quarterback market will only go up. This is true, but I also don't know if it's 100% true. So remember, right now the NFL salary cap is projected to go down. And I think after a crazy year where you basically lose out on $560 million because there's no ticket sales, you just build a brand new stadium that's $1.9 billion. And I don't know if any NFL owner is actually poor, but Mark Davis is one of the poorer owners in the NFL. So you don't really have a lot of money. Why would I invest money when I don't actually need to? My last reason is Carr is the key to the success for the Raiders. Their last reason. It's true, it's also not true. Because for me, as long as Derek Carr's been good, there's been a lot of talent around him. When there hasn't been a lot of talent around Derek Carr, it hasn't been good. So is he the main focal point? Of course. But guess what? If you're the quarterback of an NFL team, you're probably going to be the focal point no matter what. So right now, here's Derek Carr's stats as we speak. 19 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 8 lost fumbles. He's actually fumbled 11 times for the entire year. So how about you take his numbers now, and then you project them from a 16-game basis. 3,849 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 12 fumbles. Now, for these numbers, again, it's not very good, especially when you look at the glaring number of fumbles. I mean, it is just a ridiculous, ridiculous amount. So I went back into the Twitter archive, if you will, and I found a tweet from Derek back in April 9th. It was too small to put on screen, so I made it into a quote graphic. Don't care anymore about the noise. I really used to care a lot about making everybody happy, bro. That's over. I don't need any new friends in this football thing. I'm here to win and plan on doing so with my teammates this year. What I got out of it is this. If Derek Carr's main point is to win, maybe you don't go out and extend him, because guess what? You can put more talented pieces around him if you don't go ahead and do it. So can you, let's say, win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr? That's definitely a question, right? Because if you don't think that you can win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr, maybe you don't extend him. So I'm going to ask you, can the Raiders win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr? If you're saying, yes, Mitch, they absolutely can, well, maybe you do consider extending him. If you're saying no, well, then it ends, and there's no reason whatsoever to extend Derek Carr. So I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. Can the Raiders win a Super Bowl with DC? I'm going to say yes. The Raiders can win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr. However, if you go out and pay Derek Carr top dollar and then that takes away your ability to build around him, my answer then changes to no. So right now your Super Bowl window with Derek Carr is this year, 2021, and 2022. Because if you got to pay him top dollar, he's shown his entire career he needs talent around him. And most people do. But for me, I am not going to extend Derek Carr because, again, it's the contract. He has by far one of the most favorable contracts in the National Football League at the quarterback position. I'm showing you right now what he makes in 2021 and what he makes in 2022. If he makes $21.125 million next year, he is going to be the 16th highest paid quarterback. And I also anticipate a guy like Dak Prescott to get paid more. I anticipate guys like Phillip Rivers to get paid more. So you could probably bump him down to 18. I love me some Derek Carr. He is a phenomenal quarterback, and he does a lot for this team. But I just don't honestly believe if you extend him, that is the best thing for this franchise because you're not 100% sold, and, well, you don't have to do it. So save the money, don't extend him, let him play on a cheap contract, and build around Derek Carr. That's what I want. If you agree with me, hey, I love talking to Raider Nation. It's why I started doing this show. If you want to talk more with me online, the easiest place to find me is on Instagram. So follow me on IG. I am at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm always posting the latest Raiders news, rumors. I also do a lot of extra lives on IG as well. But if you ever just want to slide in those DMs and talk Raiders, I do check my DMs. I promise you. Again, I'm on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. I hope to see you there. All right, let's get into some more rumors here. Is it time to extend Nicholas Morrow? If you want to talk about extending a player, you should always look at guys where their contract ends next season. So for Nicholas Morrow, should the Raiders extend him? Yes, you should. This one is for Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. Nicholas Morrow is literally picking up the slack of Corey Littleton. When the Raiders went out and signed Littleton, we were all ecstatic. We were all super excited because finally you have a linebacker that can cover over the middle of the field, who can take away the running back, who can help you in the passing game. Well, Corey Littleton is basically falling on his face, and now you got Nicholas Morrow, who is continuing to step up. The past 3 weeks, he has played in 100% of the snaps. And I actually think when you look at the last 3 weeks, it's probably the best the Raiders defense has played. Plus, PFF's highest graded linebacker in Week 12. He continues to get better. But the biggest reason why you should extend him right now, 54 tackles, a sack, 5 tackles for a loss, he continues to get better. But he's going to be a free agent in 2021. And it reminds me a lot of the Darren Waller deal. I did a video about Darren Waller saying that the Raiders should extend him. The very next day, the Raiders did it. And now you have one of the best tight ends in the National Football League on a very reasonable contract. Do I think Nicholas Morrow is one of the best linebackers in the league? No, I don't. But you have a player who used to be a UDFA, who has worked his tail off, who has continued to get better. So for me, I am typing my 4 here. Believe it, baby. The Raiders should extend Morrow right now, who is also, I believe, like 24 years old. Young player, has shown that he knows the Raiders system, and you could probably get him for cheaper right now because there's no more competition. And a lot of times for a UDFA guy on the team that takes a chance on them, they even sometimes take a little bit of a home team discount. So 4 for Believe It, baby. Type 0 for Tuck Rule, Tuck that. Should the Raiders extend Nicholas Morrow? If you have no idea what I'm talking about with 4 Chucky heads or 0 Chucky heads, it's probably because you're not subscribed, and it's also maybe because you are new to the channel. We've had about 10,000 new subscribers over the last 2 months, and for me, here's my Raiders rumors scale. I find stories across the internet, and I give my opinion on them. If you see something 0 Chucky heads, Tuck Rule, Tuck that, it means I don't believe what the article or rumor is about. For me, if you see 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby, it means yes, I 100% believe that it should happen. You're going to see a lot of 4 Chucky heads on today's show. I'm just going to warn you here. Is it time to bench Maliek Collins? Yes. 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. When the Raiders went out and signed Maliek to that 1-year, $6 million contract, I was like, okay, Rod Marinelli's trying to put the band back together. Maybe he knows something that we don't. When Maliek Collins was at his best, it was with Rod. However, it has been rough this year. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He's played in at least 58% of the snaps in 9 games this season. He's been available in 10. The other game, he played in 42. That's just way too many. He hasn't recorded a single sack yet this season, and he is Pro Football Focus's lowest grade run defender. Last time I checked, if you're going to play defensive tackle, you better know how to stop the middle. And I mean stop the run just a little bit. Now, it's been a while since I've been in school. And PFF, they do their grades, and I don't agree with all of them, But imagine getting a 33.3 on a test. You probably wouldn't be happy. Your mom would probably look at you, give you a smack on the butt, and say, you know what? You need to study better. Right now, here's PFF's lowest graded defensive tackles in 2020. Maliek Collins is ranked 127th out of 127. So, here are basically your bottom 4 players, and yes, Maliek's down there. However, he continues to start. He continues to play. And for me, I don't understand how or why. Like, you have Jonathan Hankins, fine. Cleveland Ferrell wasn't able to play last week, okay. But Mo Hurst played in only 12% of the snaps. What are we doing? And I know there's a lot of blame always put on Paul Guenther. But I actually don't know if it's Paul Guenther making these decisions on the defensive line. One of the reasons why John Gruden wanted to bring in Marinelli is because he was going to be able to have a voice. Me, I'm going to put the blame on Gruden. I'm going to put the blame on Guenther. But I'm also going to put the blame on Rod Marinelli because our defensive line this year has not been good. So Marinelli, make some adjustments. You're not getting it done with Maliek Collins. He cannot start anymore for this football team. In fact, if he plays in over 30% of the snaps, that's just mind-blowing to me going forward. Whew, let's take a breather here. Right, the holidays are around the corner, Mitch. Take a deep breath. You're right. It's December. That's 100% true. And I'm curious here, what you guys want for the holidays. I know in my stocking stuffers, I asked for some Raiders gear. I'm looking for some new stuff for my new apartment. If anybody's in the DFW area, hell, I might be throwing a little get-together if COVID allows me. But seriously, what do you want for the holidays? Type it down there in the comments section. I actually saw somebody said Raiders hat. Perfect. Got you hooked up here. Go to chatsports.com/Raiders hats. It's not just the hats that you see on screen. There's hundreds, right? Like, I mean, I would literally be able to do a 15-minute show on the amount of hats that these guys have available. But I wanted to be able to bring it up because some of them are 50% off. So if you normally see a hat that's like $40, which I believe this one is $40, normally it's on sale for like $23. There's hats actually for like as low as $11.99. If you need a gift for yourself, for your wife, maybe you got kids, or if you just know somebody you're playing Secret Santa, get them a Raiders hat. Chatsports.com/Raiders hats. If you can't remember the link, because maybe you can't see, it's all good. I'll put it in the description and the comments, but if you can't see, I guess I don't know why that would help you. Seriously, though, Raiders hats on sale, chatsports.com/Raiders hats. Last thing we're going to talk about here during our news and rumors segment. Should David Irving play more? Today's theme is 4 Chucky heads, and we're going to continue to let it ride. Yeah, this is Believe It, baby. This goes back onto the whole Maliek Collins thing. Rod, make some adjustments. Get Maliek Collins off the field, and let's put David Irving on the game a little bit more. As soon as you signed him in Week 6, I was excited. Raider Nation was excited. And you know what? You gave him a few weeks to get acclimated. You gave him a few weeks to get ready. And then he doesn't play a single snap against the Atlanta Falcons. Tell me why. I don't know why. I have no good answer for you. And probably when I go back and I look at the Raiders' best defensive games this year, I'll say the Broncos, and I'm actually also going to put them up there with the Chiefs game. Sure, you lost, but you played the Chiefs, I thought, very tough. And guess what? Those are the 2 games where David Irving played. I know, crazy. But let's look at PFF grades from Irving this year. Run defense, 70.6. Just by the way, if you're not good at math, that's better than Maliek Collins, 33.3. Run defense, 70.9. Okay, so Maliek Collins is the worst run defender in the National Football League at defensive tackle. Maybe you should play David Irving. Just a thought. Pass rush, his coverage grade, 60. David Irving, when he's played in the game, has been a solid player. Let's get him in the game just a little bit more.